Juliana Barstow.
Good evening, everyone. Please ignore as I look down at my phone. This is not memorized. I'm sorry. Okay. Class of 2019. 4 years ago, on August 13th, 2015, we all had our first day of high school. I remember every detail of that day, and yet it is strange to look back on now. I spoke my first words to friends I did not know become so close 4 years later. I ate lunch alone that day in the grassy field near M Hall, not knowing that 1 year later, they would be gone. I rolled my eyes that day when my parents told me, "Don't blink, it'll be gone before you know it." And I thought, 4 years is a long time, I still have a while to go. Yet here we are today, and I cannot believe 4 years has passed already. I remember that same first day, getting home with my first homework assignment of will be many. By the time I got to question 8, I had burst into tears. I thought, how am I going to make it through the next 4 years if I cannot even make it through this one assignment without crying for an hour? The assignment was 18 questions about yourself, and I had a literal breakdown over what are some of your hobbies. That wasn't the last time I would spend hours crying at my desk, but I'm sure everyone here can relate to the breakdowns and the breakthroughs that comes with things we have been passionate about over these last 4 years. I, for one, never thought that I would be up here today. I had no idea what I was doing my freshman year, but I remember sitting in this very audience 3 years ago and thinking, I cannot wait to be sitting up there. It is a miracle for all of us to be sitting up here. None of us had it easy these past 4 years, and I'm sure that at some point we've all confronted the thoughts of giving up. But we've all found our own ways to inspire ourselves in one way or another to carry on, and I'd like to share with you today what has kept me going. What I guess some of you now know is that when I was 2 years old, I was diagnosed with cancer and given 6 months to live. I don't talk about it often because I never liked when people changed how people viewed me. An inspiring story, sure, but I never saw it in the same miraculous way as other people did. I grew up in the UNM hospital, so as many of you can imagine, I don't think back on childhood as a pleasant memory. In fact, I've often tried to forget the experience entirely. In school, kids are told to be careful with me. You can't be too rough with a girl who might die. In fact, even after I was cured, the label followed me for years. In truth, I remember more than I care to admit, even to myself, about those years in the hospital. But I avoid thinking about it and make jokes because at least then I can feel empowered beyond just being the girl with a sad cancer story. Yet in the past few years, I have come to be proud of this identity. Not everyone in my situation gets the same chance at life after cancer. My first best friend, Jackie, checked into the hospital and was diagnosed with me on the same night as me. We grew up together in the hospital, only Jackie was not one of the lucky ones. When I was 7 years old, Jackie fell into outer remission and never recovered. She would have graduated last year, and who knows what she could have done with her life. Our friendship helped me realize early in life how lucky we are to have the time that we do. Truthfully, I could have died 12 years ago, and no one here would even know who I was. Any of us could die at any moment, and if you ignore the existentialism in that for just a moment, you would see my point. Every day is a gift, and it would be stupid not to take every opportunity that is put in front of you. Even in the middle of academic struggles, breakdowns, and the early onset quarter-life crisis, we are alive, and we should appreciate that fact every day.
Yeah.
We all walked into West Mesa 4 years ago, and through our struggles, we're the people we are today. We made it through freshman year, navigating our way through a totally new environment, not really knowing who we are yet. We made it through sophomore year, where at least we weren't freshmen anymore. We made it through junior years, late nights of essays, and the SAT work, where procrastinating became a way of life. And finally, we made it through the senioritis, and the feeling of being ready to graduate, yet not quite ready for life. But today, we are ready for the challenges of whatever will come next. When I was 11 years old, my dad taught me about statistics. Not the ones we learned in school, but rather the ones that plague our community. The ones people tell us, try and convince us that we shouldn't even try. The ones that make us think that a goal is too big or a dream is impossible. But the most important thing he taught me about the statistics is that we are merely recitations of the past, and that has nothing to do with our future. None of us gave up, and for that we should be grateful. My greatest hope is in 10 years from now, I can look everyone up here and think, wow, I got to go to high school with them. We are the future, and I congratulate everyone here today, and I look forward to next generation being inspired by our success. It is thanks to our families, our friends, and every teacher here today that we are who we are today. Thank you, and may we all meet again in the years that come.
Yeah!
Thank you, Juliana.